They're going to be doing a movie review on Shaun of the Dead. Shaun of the Dead. You probably have already seen the movie. It's been out since 2004, 2006, something. It's been out for a long time, but I've never ever watched it. Never got it. People always told me, like, yo, this movie's so funny. I love this movie, Shaun of the Dead, so funny. And back then, I was probably like 13, 14. And scary movies scared the shit out of me. Not gonna lie, I hated scary movies. It's not even scary. That's the thing. It's not even that scary. But anything that had the word dead in it, I'm not watching it. Not watching it. Never seen a Halloween movie. Never seen a Chucky movie. I was like, nope, not watching it. Not happening. But very recently, I've been watching a little bit more of scary movies, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna watch Shaun of the Dead. I didn't know, however, that it really isn't scary at all. It's basically a comedy about a guy named Shaun and his friend, Ed. I think his name's Ed. Shaun and Ed, they live in this London, I think. I'm pretty sure it's London. Somewhere in Europe. Is London even in Europe? I'm retarded. Anyway, that's getting cut out. But it's a really good, funny movie. Like I said, Shaun and Ed are living in some place in England, around England, and he lives a really boring life. You know, he works at like a appliance store that sells like fridges and TVs and stuff, and he has, you know, the friend that's Ed, who pretty much all he does is like sit at home and play video games, kind of like me. He's basically me, except, you know, probably like 15 years older, or 10 years old or something, and you know, he has a girlfriend. They break up early on in the movie, and it kind of all spirals downward from there. It's really funny. There's a lot of laughs in it. It's in the front. It says a smash hit. I don't know if you can read that. A smash. It's gonna be a smash hit, romantic comedy with zombies. Well, everything in that's right, except I really don't think it was much of a romantic comedy. It was a comedy, obviously, but I don't think it was romantic that much. I mean, there is a girlfriend in it that he's trying to get back, you know, during the movie, but it doesn't overpower the rest of the movie, so I don't think it's romantic that much. I mean, it's not a chick flick. It's really, really funny. Usually I don't watch movies that have British actors in them, and you're probably like, why would you not watch movies with British actors in them? Let me explain myself. British actors in movies sometimes annoy me, if that's going to be a good word to say. And why do they annoy me? I just can't get my head around the accent. Sometimes it's just not normal for me to hear a British accent for, what was it, an hour and 45 minutes. So, but it's not that big of a deal in this movie. It didn't bother me at all. Actually, yeah, it didn't bother me at all. I thought it would bother me, but it didn't. And, you know, they go through the town and have to try to survive and stuff like that. I don't really want to spoil too much about the movie, and there's some really, really funny parts to it. And there's some parts that aren't so funny. There's some parts that kind of fall flat and just don't do a ton for the movie. They don't do, you know, a lot. People were telling me this is like, oh, this movie is so funny. You haven't seen it, you have to go watch it. Yeah, it was good. It wasn't bad. It wasn't a terrible movie. It wasn't, you know, it wasn't great. I don't think it was I don't think it was a classic. But if you haven't seen it, definitely go watch it, because it's cheap to buy now. It's been out for what, like 6 years, something like that. So it's been out for a while. It doesn't seem that old, honestly, when you watch it. When I watched this, like, I was thinking this movie was made maybe like 2007, 2008, 2004. Like, that's a long time ago, actually. It's almost 10 years old, 9 years old. So it's really, really dated well. Even though 9 years really isn't that long ago, it still doesn't. It doesn't even feel like it's a 9-year-old movie. It feels maybe like a 3-year-old movie. So it's very, very surprising how well it still looks. It's a little grainy on this DVD. It is the DVD copy. Obviously, it's pretty straightforward. There's nothing in it. That's the only thing that came in the case. Even the CD or the DVD is a little blank, a little bland, but gets the job done. It's widescreen, I believe, on this one. I think I paid like $7 for it or something at Walmart, so it's not expensive. I bought it basically because everyone told me it was like this really good movie, and I was like, scary movie, nope, not scary at all. So it's, I mean, there's parts in it that may kind of like shock clips, you know, or parts that are just like jump scares, kind of, that aren't really scares, but there's a couple parts like that in it, but there's really no terrifying thing. There's a lot of blood and a lot of gore in it, so if you don't like blood, I used to have a friend who hated blood, would not watch any movies that had blood in them because he was scared even of fake blood. So if you're someone like that, there's a lot of blood and guts in this, so you might want to rethink it or just get through it because it's a really good movie. What would I rate it? I'd probably rate it maybe 3.5 out of 5. Maybe a 4 out of 5, 3.5. 3.75 out of 5 is what I would actually give it. 3.75 out of 5. It's a good movie. It's definitely worth a watch if you've never seen it. If you're a fan of horror movies and comedies, obviously take on Day of the Dead or Dawn of the Dead, right? Not Day of the Dead. There's so many movies. This of the Dead, that of the Dead, Dead of the Dead. There's so many movies. I don't even know, but yeah, Dawn of the Dead is what it's after, not Day of the Dead. I don't know why I said that, but George Romero said it was a blast, and he's the guy who made Dawn of the Dead. So it's a pretty good movie though. It's made by Universal. It's on DVD. It's on Blu-ray. I know there's a 2-pack Blu-ray of it with Hot Fuzz and Shaun of the Dead. I'm pretty sure for like $10. So that's a steal. But looks okay on this DVD. $7. Good movie. Gonna be worth a rewatch eventually. Not a day after I watch it, but eventually it'll be worth a rewatch. And that's what I'll have to say about it. So again, 3.75 out of 5, and that's it. So if you guys want to watch more reviews, make sure to stay tuned to this channel. And have a great day. Watch some more scary movies for Halloween coming up, and have a great day. So thank you all for watching, and see you next time.